So do you also use Zoho Forms and TagMango for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we're going to understand how to enroll TagMango user on Zoho Forms submission. So with here I'm running a edutech company and we offer free courses to all our potential clients. So now what I want is that as soon as someone registers for that free course with the help of Zoho Forms, automatically with the help of the same details, a new user should be enrolled into my TagMango account too with the same details. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Zoho Forms and TagMango. To create this connection, without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that, you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically enroll a TagMango user whenever a Zoho Forms submission is received. So this automation ensures seamless user registration, saving you time and efforts while enhancing the onboarding process. So let's get started. So to get started, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open this landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here, I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to enroll TagMango user on Zoho Forms submission. Zoho Forms to TagMango. And then we simply have to click on this create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create right over here, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. All right. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this, you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we simply have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Zoho Forms. So I'm just going to search for Zoho Forms right over here. And as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. Alright, so what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Zoho Forms, my workflow should be triggered or started. So I'm just going to select my trigger event as new form submitted. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Zoho Forms and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this webhook URL and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Zoho Forms account, go to the existing form you wish to integrate and then click on edit, visit integrations, webhooks and then configure webhook. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Zoho Forms account, and from here we have to select the form for which I want to create this automation. So this is the form I want to create this automation for, so I'm just going to go towards the edit of the same form for which we want to create this automation. And now from here we have to go towards the integrations tab of this same form. And now from the left side of the bar, we are going to look for webhooks, and as you can see the same, so we're going to go towards this webhook field. So as you can see that the webhook status right over here is enabled because I've added the webhook URL previously in this form. But in your case, it must be disabled, then you have to enable it right from here. And after enabling this webhook status, we have to enter a webhook URL. So we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow in this webhook URL field. And now for the content type, we have to select it as application/JSON. And now for the authorization type, we simply have to keep it as journal. It is asking me for the payload parameters, so you have to enter payload parameters right over here. And then you simply have to click on this save. And yes, you can see saved. So with this, we have successfully added our webhook URL into our Zoho Forms account. And yes, with this, we have successfully created a connection between our Zoho Forms account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission/record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is, I'm just going to open my Zoho Forms, and we have to click on this green button which says access form. So I'm just going to access this form, and we're going to do the test submission for the same. So let's say for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as dummy, last name as user only. For the phone number, I'm just going to keep the phone number as this. Alright, now for the email address, I'm just going to keep it as demoUser556@pabblytudes.com, and then we're simply going to click on this submit. And as you can see, thank you, your response has been submitted. So now what has happened is that Zoho Forms has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for this or not. So I'm just going to open my workflow right from here, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see the same first name, same last name, same phone number, and the same email address which we entered during our test submission. So yes, with this, we have successfully created a connection between our Zoho Forms and our Pabbly Connect's workflow, and with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now we're going to move on towards our action step. So now what I want is, I want to enroll TagMango user on Zoho Forms submission. So over here for my action application, I'm just going to select it as TagMango. So I'm just going to search for TagMango right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're simply going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as migrate user, because as you can see that in the help text, it is clearly mentioning that adds a new user to the TagMango platform. So I'm just going to select the same and then click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your TagMango account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the API key. And to get this API key, we have to follow the help text. So it is saying to obtain the API key, log into your TagMango dashboard, navigate to the automations tab, and then click on platform integration. Copy the Pabbly API key located under Pabbly Connect label and paste it over here. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my TagMango account, and now from the left side of the bar, we have to go towards this automations and then platform integrations. And yes, over here you can see Zapier and Pabbly Connect. So we have to copy this key given under this Pabbly Connect label, which is Pabbly API key. So I'm just going to copy this key, and then we're simply going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this key, we simply have to click on this save. And as you can see that with this, we have successfully connected our TagMango account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. Now it is asking for the name, phone number, email address, and then the Mango ID. Alright, so we're going to enter this one by one, but we're not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Zoho Forms as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here, I'm just going to map the name. Let's say that I'm just going to map the first name, put a space, and then the last name. We're going to move on forward. We're going to map the phone number. We're going to move on forward. We're going to map the email address. And now it is asking me for the Mango ID. So it is saying enter the Mango ID here. You can get the Mango ID by logging to your TagMango account dashboard, Mangoes, and then the Mango ID. Alright, so we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my TagMango account, and from here we are going to go towards the left side of the bar towards this dashboard. Alright, and after coming over here towards the dashboard, we have have to go towards the mangoes from the left side of the bar. And over here you can see all which we have already created. But I want to create this automation for this, which is basics of PHP. So I'm just going to open it right from here. You have to keep in mind that you have to select the same mango for which you want to create this automation. And over here you can see that this is the mango ID. So I'm just going to copy this mango ID and then we're simply going to paste it right over here. So yes, I've pasted it as static information only because I don't want to change this with every new response received. Alright, we're going to follow the same and we're going to move on forward. You can see that now it is asking for many another details. So all of these details are not the required details. So I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too. And yes, you can see that with this we have successfully received a positive response. It says result status success. So it is saying that we have successfully created a new user in our TagMango account with the same details. So now I'm just going to open my TagMango account, and now from the left side of the bar we are going to go towards this customers section in order to check for the new one created. And yes, over here you can see a new one has been created. You can see the name, which is customer name, which is dummy user. Over here you can see the rest of the details too, like the email address and the phone number which we entered. Also you can see the mango of the same, which is basics of PHP. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But now I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So I'm just going to do the test submission once again, alright, but this time with the different details. Let's say for the first name I'm just going to keep it as testing, last name as, let's say, lead. Right over here we're going to move on forward. For the phone number I'm just going to keep it as this, and then for the email address I'm just going to keep it as testuser556@pabblytunes.com, and then we are simply going to click on this submit button right over here. And yes, as soon as we're going to do so, thank you, your response has been submitted. So with this we have successfully did the test submission. Now Zoho Forms has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further enrolled a new user into a TagMango account with the same details. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my TagMango account, and then we're going to check for the new user enrolled. But this time we are not going back to our workflow to click on save and send test request. I'll directly open my TagMango account and we're going to refresh this customers page. Alright, and now as soon as we're going to refresh this customers page, yes, you can see a new one created. You can see the same name, same phone, and the same email address which we entered. Also you can see the mango too right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and it is running perfectly fine in real time too. So we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This workflow is going to run in backend, and on every new form submission on Zoho Forms it will create a new user in our TagMango account, that too without any manual efforts. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.